Hey there, Kim, and hi, Iris. I just thought I could make you a short screencast and show you where some of the resources are that we used last Thursday in our PD session on guided thinking activities. So I do not record the sessions. Eric and I decided not to record the sessions because we do want folks who are in attendance to feel completely I don't know. We don't want anybody to really hesitate when sharing out or asking questions that may make them feel vulnerable. So we figured not recording was one way to maybe make people feel like they could be a little more open, take risks, that kind of thing. And so we aren't recording the sessions, but I'm happy to point you to some resources that we used and things you may find helpful. So I'm going to go ahead and click on D2L homepage, and under instructor resources here, you can go into the community of practice at FRCC. And this is just a great support site for all of our teachers, and the coaches are utilizing this to kind of supplement some of the stuff we do in sessions. And so if you go into the course materials content area, actually, I'm not going to go there yet. Let's go to activities, and under quizzes, you will see a sample guided thinking activity that I built that the group got to play around with, just so that everybody who was in attendance could experience what it's like to be a student and kind of go through the steps of completing a guided thinking activity. So that is right here at the very bottom in the quiz area. Guided Thinking Activities Practice is what it's titled, and you are welcome. This is still open. You can go in there and you can go through those questions, and you can feel free to actually answer them authentically, or you could just type in, I don't know, whatever you want and then submit it. And the topic that we were playing around with in there was intrinsic motivation, which is something that I've just been really interested in lately, thinking about what motivates our students and how can we stoke their intrinsic motivation. And so that's the topic that this guided thinking activity is on. And we decided as a group that the topic of intrinsic motivation was fun and interesting enough that we would want to revisit that in a future session on a Thursday night, which Eric and I will plan to do. So that's the first thing I would point to. And then the other thing I wanted to show you is in the content area. If you look under the Spring 2021 Promising Practices in Real-Time Remote, that was our little in-service PD that we ran. And so if you click on that one, you'll see here where people who ran these sessions have posted some supplemental material. And so if you go all the way to the bottom, guided thinking activities in D2L, this was actually the session I did back in August, but some folks had suggested that they wanted a video of that. And so I put it in here as well. And you can just click on this and it'll bring up that video that I did. And this is not exactly the same thing that I did this Thursday night, but I'd say about half of the slides that are in this presentation I ended up using again on Thursday. So I think between participating in that guided thinking activity and looking at this video, it'll probably give you a good sense of what you missed. Iris, you probably attended, I think you may have attended this session way back in August, so you certainly don't need to sit through it again, but maybe you want to scroll through and refresh your memory. If either of you have any questions about guided thinking activities, or you want me to meet with you one-on-one to talk about how to build them, or to look at one that you're thinking about building, or meet with you and maybe, I don't know, if you're working with other peers that are interested in having just a small discussion, a small group discussion, we could set something like that up. So reach out to me if you want more, but here are some resources for now. Thanks.